This is how to set up your phone to work with the Eyelights heads-up display device for motorcycle helmets. I know with the health issues, it's been a long time since I posted the video on how to actually install the Eyelights device in your helmet. So this is continuing on from that now with how to use your phone and get it set up to interact with the Eyelights device. According to the instructions, the Eyelights will work with Droid or Apple platforms. I'll be using a Samsung S24 Ultra for this demonstration, but the instructions do cover it for Apple as well. I'm gonna leave the device off so it doesn't drain the battery for now while I get the phone set up. And then once we're ready to pair everything, I'll turn it on. First thing you wanna do is make sure that you have Android Auto or the Apple equivalent on your phone. So it gives a little QR code if you need that. My device, I think the minute I go into Google Apps, it kicks over to Android Auto, so it's basically contained already on the device, not a big deal. The second part is this app that is specific to the device called Captain Rider. So you go into the App Store, get your Captain Rider, and once it's loaded in there, then you hit the little icon and you say login. Now, for me personally, this was a bit frustrating because I set all this up a year ago or whenever I did the last video. I used the same login and everything. I could not get the forgot password to send me an email to my Outlook. When I emailed the help desk at Eyelights, they wrote back and said, well, maybe you're better off to just set up a new email instead, which is frustrating to say the least, but okay, fine, I'll do that. So I'm gonna set up a different password, or I'm gonna set up a different account with a new email now. Okay, so I have to go new account. Now for my name, I'm just gonna put Axe. I'm going to put the other email address and I'm going to enter a password. And I'm going to say create your account. It says success. Check your email on your phone to find a link. No reply, Eyelights, car.com. And it says confirm email, confirm. Congratulations, your email is confirmed. Now you can start using Captain Rider application. Okay, fine. So now I go back to the login screen and I type my email, and I type my password, and I sign in. To let your friends find you, please add your phone number. No, thank you. Okay, at this point, what I'm gonna do is turn on the device. So basically you go over here to the big button, hold it down until you see colors. The instructions say, once you turn on the iRide, okay, so we've downloaded both, I've turned on the iRide, and now I'm gonna enable Wi-Fi. So enable Wi-Fi in your smartphone settings, make sure you're not connected to something else. So I'm gonna go to my settings, and I'm gonna make sure Wi-Fi is enabled, and I also have Bluetooth, because it says enable your Bluetooth as well. How I think about this, your Bluetooth is connecting to your iRides, and that, if I understand right, is what conveys all the audio signal. So same as when I had a Sena on there, Bluetooth is only needed for audio, for your music, for your alerts, whatever, phone calls, whatever it may be. The Wi-Fi is for the video signal. So your iRide is actually requires both audio to come through the speakers and everything, but it also requires video to go to this prism. So just think about it that way. Think of Wi-Fi for video and Bluetooth for audio. And then I'm gonna click on Bluetooth. I'm gonna go to, I should see iRides in here somewhere. If you look at these things on the phone, it'll show an iRide on one graphic, but then it shows a couple of other iRides, or an iRide and an Echo. So I don't exactly know what the difference is, but as I mentioned, I have that other little gadget that's attached to the bike already, and I want to just talk to this one. So let me try iRide and see if it'll pair with this. There we go, pair. Okay, it liked that. Android Auto available, okay. Now let's see if the the Wi-Fi will connect. Okay, so it does say iRide on Wi-Fi. It's connecting to iRide, connected via Android Auto. Okay, so the device is now apparently connected to both my Wi-Fi and to my Bluetooth. So if I play music and it says it's on Bluetooth, I don't know if the microphone will pick this up, but you can hear the music playing inside the helmet. So that's a good sign. All right, so that's something you have to be aware of, is if you shoot video, you're going to lose connection. So I have to go back to my Bluetooth and I have to connect it and I can hear it again. Kind of see it in there, I guess. Different icons and exit. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on because it's gonna be easier to explain and it's very difficult to see with a camera. I'm going to pause my music, and now it did say to go to the, so it gave me some kind of Android Auto thing here. To continue, select Android Auto on your car screen. Here's what's difficult, is it says to continue, select Android Auto on your car screen. Well, I can't do that because I don't have it there. All I have is this thing that says Eyelights. So iRide, oh, here it says iRide connect. Connect to device, yes. Success, okay. So it says green success. Even though this shows red here, that red just means that's how you disconnect it, okay? Now you can change color and all that, that's all cute, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. When it starts on, you'll see Eyelights. And then it says to continue, select Android Auto on your screen, which again, I can't do because I have no way of controlling the menu in this thing. So there it just showed me, what does that say? Welcome to Android Auto, continue. You have a thing that says, hey Google. So if I say, hey Google, and it looked like it wanted to take an order, and I say, play my music, hey Google, navigate to Bernie Lake. You know, it said navigate. So it pulled up the navigation screen at least though. I know this is kind of hokey to have to do it this way, but what I'm seeing is you have this like window in your prism. You have a big map here that shows navigation. You've got your little Hey Google microphone here that, hey Google, play Slipknot. So what it told me is that I have to install Pandora, which is already on the device, but for some reason isn't talking to it. And then below it, you have like Google Maps, I don't know what this thing is, the phone, and the settings. And again, I can't use any of those because nothing seems to move it. But at least I have my map. So if I wanted to, right now, I could hop on the bike and I could go, and this map will navigate me from the phone to where I'm going. So it is connected. The phone to the device is connected. The only other thing is on the iRides, or sorry, the Captain app, whatever it's called, on this thing, there's also a setting for the remote button. That remote button is what I installed on the handlebars of the device, and so you have to pair it to that via Bluetooth, right? And then you would basically connect there. So if I hit connect, it'll say smart controller, which is what I have, connect. And now the remote's connected. The basics of it is you take your phone, you make sure that you have whatever your navigation system is for Droid versus Apple, install it, you Bluetooth to the iRide, you use the Captain Ride app, and you Wi-Fi your phone to the actual prism for the video image, and then iRide is how you connect to the two. iRide is also how you connect via Bluetooth to the remote control, the smart controller. And then, like I said, in the next video, I'll cover actually using it. And I still don't know why I've never been able to get my smart controller or this to actually manipulate the icons on the screen of that prism. So anyway, I'll go through more of that as well as just general use, take it out on the road for a while. I should be able to capture audio with my GoPro through the mic on this and get a little bit of feedback. It's very difficult to get footage here. I apologize for that. It's just in an awkward spot to try to get anything in there. So until then, if you haven't subscribed, please click the link below, click the little bell for notifications, and let's live for today.